Okay, where I left off with you guys, we were doing thin up, thick down, or since we're using the pencil, we were going light up, dark down. And just practicing these different strokes. Now we are going to go on ahead and begin the letters, which we've already tried. Let's look at the A, of course, is going to be an oval and then a tail. So let's give that a try. I'm going to use my tracing paper and I'm going to try doing thin up, thick down, or since I'm using the pencil, it'll be light up, dark down. If this is too much for you, do not worry about it. Use the pencil as you normally would. Right now, we're just working on muscle memory and using our strokes one at a time. Let's do the oval and then the tail. And let's try a B. This was thin up, thick down with an oval, so let's give that a try. Thin up, and then just as you're making that curve, it's thick down. And now an oval. Shall we try it again? Thin up, thick down. Lift your pencil. Now we're doing the next stroke. Okay, now I'm going to do C. Next page, it's going to be the F. This is all one swoop until lift, there. Do it again. There. Go to the G. See this spot where it goes from thick to thin? Sometimes that transition can be quite difficult, and we will definitely be going over that once we have the pen in our hand. So now that you've done this a few times, I'd like you to do what I just did. We were taking this and going from each letter, like we did the F. We did F and then traced the F twice. Now what I'd like you to do with the H, let's trace the H, up, down, lift, up, down. Now, just next to that H, do it again, but without tracing it. You're going to start working with your muscle memory now. Tracing it is great. And you know, the more you start doing this, your own style will come in. Right now, this is my writing. You don't want to look like my writing. Yours will start to come about the more you practice it. Right now, you're more than welcome to borrow mine. Now, the K can be difficult when you're looking at the thin up, thick down. If you recall when we started, and this is at the top of your page as well, thin up, thick down, anything that is going up or sideways up is going to be thin. Anything down or sideways down is going to be thick. You're going to see it definitely come into play here with the K. Now the O. This can be tricky for a lot of people. The O's take a lot of practice. They're no different than the ovals, but they can be a little tricky. So let's give that one a try again. Oftentimes you're going to want to start about right there. Okay? Up, thick down, and have it meet up here. P, thick down, thin up. This is all one. There's no break on that whatsoever. So try and make that P all by yourself. Let's try the Q. Once again, it's the oval. Close the circle, lift your pencil, and draw the tail. Stop, lift your pencil, finish your Q. Let's do it again. Oval, and you draw up in that giant tail into a little flare. How about the R? Did you figure out where to do it? Because it's those funky shapes again. You're going to go thin up, thick down, transition into an up. And now I'm going to do the S. Thick down. The W is a lot of fun, I think. And I also find it to be one of the more difficult letters to do because I find it's hard to be consistent. I think it's beautiful though. The X can also be fun. We're almost completed. I think your style, the more you practice, your style already exists, but you'll find it the more you use it. Load this up, you guys. Put this in as one of your entries so that I can also see it. I would love to see what you're doing because it also allows me to see when you begin the next one, your progression. Do not throw this away. I would encourage you, date it, hang on to it. And then at the end of this class, see the difference of your progression, and I guarantee you'll be proud of yourself. Better yet, look at your progression in 3 months' time. But the only way you're going to do that is by not throwing away the stuff that you start with. It's so important so that you see how well you've done and how far you've come.